is up, everyone? Stephen Michael here with Filthbomb Breaks, coming to you live from the House of Wax right here in Long Island, New York, with my co-host Lou Zolo on July, 10th, 2020. The time's 12:23 p.m. Eastern. What up, Lou?
I don't even know who you are anymore.
Honestly, I don't know who you are because you're the worst podcast director of all time in history of podcast directors.
That's it.
Who lets a podcast not take place for 9 days?
Dude, I thought I was fired again. You always fire me.
Oh my God. You're the only podcast director who fires himself to say he was fired so he doesn't have to do work. That's treacherous.
Are we even on? I don't see us anywhere.
I think we're on.
Did you share it everywhere?
I didn't share it yet. I'm sharing it as we speak.
We're not on. I don't see us.
They're not up. Hold on. We are up. I'm going to share it right now to all platforms.
Okay, share it while we're on. Give people time to get in here. There's no rush. Usually I see us, though. I don't see us.
No, we're on.
Oh, now I see us.
I don't like my lighting today. My lighting's just garbage.
Did you put it through all the rooms now?
Yep, it's up. It's good. We're good.
Okay, what room am I in?
We got a lot to talk about. A lot's happened in the last 9 days.
Let's do it. Tell me, what's up?
I don't know. I was just saying. Are
we gonna give writers credit to who did us?
Oh, of course, man. I was gonna get obviously. So it took 9 days for me to find a new podcast director, but I made it happen, and I want to shout out Stick Smith. What up, Stick? Thank you for putting together our storyboard for today.
I always tease them, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the storyboard is legit.
It is legit.
Did a good job.
One thing he needs to fix is this Filthbomb logo over my forehead. That's the only thing we need to fix.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It looks silly. Yeah, but that's a layout. As far as what do you call it? As far as storyboards and topics, he did a great job.
No, he did.
He did better on the storyboard for this one day than I've done total since we started the podcast.
Oh, and that's 1,000% true.
Yo, it's okay.
It's true. So, Lou slimed his way into the podcast, by the way. So, we figured it out. He said, hey, do you need a podcast director? And I was like, yeah. And now he's just 100% full-time co-host.
That's it.
That's it.
Talent. I realized after what my strengths are. And I'm talent. I'm just a fun guy, but I'm no director, that's for sure. I'm the worst.
Oh, you're doing yourself, you're selling yourself short by saying that.
That's it. So hold on. Let's say what's up to everybody. We haven't been here in a while. All right. So Stick's in here. So he heard us give him props. Hey, David. Good. I'm happy. Okay. David got his Ruth today from the Mega. Jose Munoz is in.
What up? What up? Fire Zolo. Get those hashtags up right now. Hashtag Fire Zolo.
That's it. So D Block is watching, the way it seems, who's my brother. And
yo, D Block, when are we getting the celebs on the show? All right, because Lou talks a big game, but he doesn't back any of it up, ever.
Hey, D, do you see what you're causing? You make me look stupid. I gas you up like you got pull, and we get nothing. That's what happens.
What really looks bad is his green screen, though. This is absolutely trash bags.
But listen, he told me today that just long story short, one of his friends who collects cards hit him up and mentioned the drop.
Everyone knows the drop. That's why. We all know the drop now. It's been, it's the most iconic. It's a shot. Hold on. Look at that. You like chandeliers? It's the shot heard around the world in the card industry. That's what it is.
Where is it? Do you have it present?
No. Oh, not anymore. I don't.
Oh, man.
All right. So let's get into it, though, Luke. We're taking too long.
Dude, we're getting more fire Zolos.
Yeah, we need to fire you. All right, so let's jump into MLB. How to play out the new rule in extra innings. So, Lou, do you know what the new rule is?
I think the new rule is extra innings. They start with 1 out and a man on second base.
Correct.
Is that the deal?
Yes. So the question to you is, do you bunt to move into scoring position or do you swing away? And we all know your answer because you don't play small ball. And that's why you lost in the voting for the best manager.
I won in the voting. That's number one. Number two, I'll tell you this. Obviously, no brainer you bunt if there was nobody out. Right? Because now if you bunt, that's what people aren't realizing. Now you bunt, guy gets over to third, but there's 2 outs. Sacrifice fly doesn't do justice at this point. So what's the purpose of the bunt? To maybe get a wild pitch? I say you don't bunt. No outs, no brainer. 1 out, no bunt. No way. You got to have two guys swing away. Two better chances.
All right.
A bunt.
So this
right?
just shows Lou's baseball knowledge because he has not once mentioned. He has not once mentioned stealing third base because I am stealing third base
Get out of
every single time. They're going to have to gun me out at third because I'm going to have a runner on third with one out every single time.
Hold on. I'll let you talk. I just want to make one statement. If you steal third base, then the question of would you bunt is void. There you go. If you're stealing third, you don't need to bunt.
You're learning to be a lawyer like me. I like it.
Well, am I right or am I wrong? Right? You steal third, you're not bunting. So either way, the question of do you bunt is no. What you do to get the guy to third is a different subject. Do you bunt? No, you do not bunt. Not with one out. No way.
Listen, this is why you go out there in your organization and you breed speed. Because now this new rule, you bring up somebody on your roster that is garbage, but is bolt speed.
Okay.
And you just bring him up and put him on second in these situations. That's his job. You want to win us some games this year? You're going to be our professional runner. I'd sign Usain Bolt up. Yo, you trying to be a runner?
So you're gonna
no one's hosing him.
So you're gonna waste a roster spot, financial minimum you have to pay them, which is not cheap, for a guy to maybe be able to steal third for you in an extra inning game.
What you have to understand is this, all right? And this is facts. The season is going to come down to these extra inning games. These extra inning games are going to make or break a playoff team. That's it. Facts. It's only a 60-game season. One or two games is going to separate everyone. You know how valuable Billy Hamilton is right now? Whoever has Billy Hamilton, you know how happy they are that they have Billy Hamilton on their team?
Hey, Austin Johnson, I'm going to give him props because his comment said Billy Hamilton at the exact same time.
Wow.
You said Billy
there
Hamilton.
You go, Austin. We're thinking. Great minds think alike.
Hey, this is a side note. I'm not going to answer it now. We'll get into it another time. But David Funk, to just answer your question about J-Lo and A-Rod buying the Mets, yeah, not a fan. But that's a separate issue. But anyway, listen, I'm not saying speed isn't going to be part of it. But, and I'm going to give you a big but on this one, who led the league in each league last year in stolen bases, and how many did they have? What was it, Acuna and who? Somebody, I forget who it was.
Acuna didn't lead the NL in stolen bases?
No, what I'm saying, how many did he have? 50, 40? What did he have?
I don't know.
Who led the league last year in the National League?
John, who led the league in the NL in stolen bases? Now we have our stat guy in here.
Oh, do we? Yeah, for both. I want to know National
Acuna didn't lead, did he? Well, I do know this.
Who led? Who was it?
I don't know. We're looking it up right now. Our stat guy's on it. John's on it.
I say it's Acuna, I think. And whoever it was had like in the 40s, right? It wasn't.
Oh, it was Acuna, and who had it in the AL?
Oh, I'm right again. All right, whoever's watching, we have 30. Oh, whoever's watching this, proof. I know what I'm talking about. He doesn't. I'm the man. You want to follow?
The only thing you know is NL East because that's all you watch.
But I was right.
All right, one time, a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while. Mm-hmm. All right, so now, real quick, let's talk about the new odds that were updated with Vegas now for World Series titles. We got the Dodgers at plus 375, Yankees plus 450, Astros plus 1,200. So the drop-off from the Yankees to the Astros is huge. Then the next drop-off is plus 1,200 with the Astros to the Twins at plus 2,000. Like, I don't even know how the Twins are on that list at number 4.
Because of who they're going to be playing.
Oh, Malik Smith in the AL, by the way, for stolen bases. What did he have, like 40? 46.
Okay, that's my point, though. It's not like it used to be where Henderson had 120 a year. You have guys leading the league with like 45 stolen bases. It's not a game anymore.
I understand, but there are guys like Malik Smith that if they chose to, Malik Smith probably could have stole 70 bases. It's just it's not part of the game. They don't run.
His number's skewed because he doesn't play as much. Acuna was a full-time player. Malik Smith, they just throw in there. He's not an everyday guy. He just steals. He's like a Dave Roberts.
Yeah, Dan Rocco says the Twins are talented, and I agree they are talented, but, bro, you have an Uber driver as your number 3. Like, stop. Like, you're not going anywhere with that pitching staff.
You know,
I pulled his autograph, actually, and I felt it's more, that dude is more pop culture than baseball now.
It seems that Mets fans obviously know baseball more than any, because it's funny he says that, because I agree. I told you the Twins are tough. When we did our original 162 game picks, I had the Twins. Twins are nasty. And I'm going to tell you what, everybody is sleeping on the team from the West, who I constantly said from the beginning has a pitching staff that's great, and now it makes them better because they're built for a 60-game season, and it's the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, you're
Mark
tripping.
my word.
You're definitely
tripping.
You're tripping.
You
have to be the same scout that scouts Met talent, because if you think the Texas Rangers have a chance this year, let's see where they are ranked right here. Texas.
Anyone $100 if they can name 2 Texas Rangers.
Plus 10,000. Yeah, so it seems like Vegas agrees with you. They have a real good shot at getting in there.
How much are they?
Plus 10,000, sir.
Wow. Listen, $1,000 wins you $100,000.
All right, name 2 starters on the Texas Rangers. Go.
Lynn and Kluber.
You said Lance Lynn?
Lance Lynn is going to be good. All right, mark my word.
I guess Lance Lynn is an ace when you have the Mets pitching staff.
And don't sleep.
He is an ace, I guess. When Rick Porcello's your number 2, you're definitely happy with Lance Lynn.
Rick Porcello is not a number 2.
That's
and
gross.
By the way, Nick Porcello got signed for 1 year for like $4 million. That's a super bargain in the baseball world when the guy won the Cy Young like 3 years ago.
Okay, that's great. You want to go sign Brandon Webb up?
What,
like, who cares if he won a Cy Young? He had a good year. He's trash bags, Rich Porcello. He's garbage.
There's no way. First of all,
everybody's capable of a good. Look at Ubaldo Jimenez. Like, everyone's good, capable of a stretch. But then Jimenez is trash bags, and Rick Porcello's trash bags.
Listen, do you know why the Rangers are such a deep pick like that? Because 4 teams are getting in per division, right? It's 30 teams, 3 divisions, 10 teams. Texas is going to be lined up with who? With the AL Central, with the Central, or with the West? Because if it's with the West, they're going to be playing the Astros, the Dodgers, 2 teams already in the top 3 of Vegas odds, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, it's sort of like a baseball card grade, right? A 9 to a 9.5, huge deal, but only 0.5 separates them. That 0.5 right there in the betting world is worth 1,000 to 1. Are you kidding me?
All right. I'd rather have the Blue Jays at 12.5 to 1 than the Rangers.
What? Say that again?
Blue Jays are 12,500 to 1 as opposed to the Rangers at 10,000 to 1. I'd rather have the Blue Jays.
No way. They don't stand a chance with everybody in the East. Dude, the East is the Yankees, the Mets, the Nationals.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. At least they have a pitching staff. We have at least Ryu is a real ace when healthy. Kluber, he hasn't pitched in a year, and that's their ace. So Lance Lynn, stop.
Ryu.
Lance, what happened, John?
Mike Minor League.
No, but who else do they have? They have
Mike Minor League.
Who? You're talking about Texas?
Yeah, Mike Minor.
No, I'm talking about Toronto. They have Shoemaker, who I love.
They have garbage.
No, they're good. And also, let me say this. Their batters are better than Texas. Like, Texas has Rugnid. Odor? Oh, that's, you know what that's French for? Odor. Garbage. Garbage. Stop.
Believe me when listen, we can't spend this whole thing on the Rangers. Anybody wants to take a flyer and make money, Rangers is the move. I'm telling you now.
Listen to Lou. He'll bring you to the
first.
promised land. All right, let's move on because I don't want to lose people money today. So, we're going to go into the NBA. Second wave of teams has arrived in Orlando. Jamal Crawford signs with the Nets. Spurs Patty Mills donates $1 million to fight racism. Love that move. Beal and Dinwiddie openly opt out of the season restart in Orlando. And camps and scrimmage begin yesterday. What are your thoughts on the NBA, man? Who do you like this year in the NBA? With all this... Oh, and timeout. Did you see Joel Embiid getting in that custom-made hazmat suit to travel?
No,
oh,
I didn't.
So sick. You know how big that hazmat suit had to be to fit Joel Embiid? Like, you know they didn't have one of those.
I want to see a picture
at Walmart.
What we need to do is, in that little camera box on the right, we need to start implementing pictures of things we're talking about.
Yeah.
See, a real podcast director would do that kind of stuff.
I know, you're garbage. Thanks.
I know, I need to do that. We need somebody. what do you call it? Classifieds are open. We're looking for a podcast director. Well, that's pretty much it. Anything that my responsibility is supposed to be, we're looking for exactly that. So if you know anybody who's willing to,
if you know anybody that actually wants to take this job serious, let us know. But what I will say is this: I'm excited that there's actually a sport that's going to kick off. I'm also excited because the one thing about basketball, and it's very similar to baseball in the sense that it's not really contact, right? Like, most of the time, you're not, nah, I'll take that back. Because when you're on defense, you're all up on somebody. You know those hardcore...
What?
No, you know those hardcore defenders, that's how they make their money, and they follow you everywhere, and you hate them, and they're just like...
That was in the 90s.
Yeah.
In the 90s, defense mattered. There's no such thing as defense anymore in basketball. So who are we kidding? Come on. It is...
No, there's some guys in the NBA that are annoying, and they just get in your head, and they're all up on you, drooling, and... Ugh. Like, so you could definitely still catch COVID.
Yeah, like
baseball,
Lance
though.
Stevenson.
Yeah.
Right? Like Lance Stevenson, that's his game.
Yeah.
I get it.
And Patrick Beverly.
But that's one of a million.
Yeah, so my man's going to give COVID to everyone that he guards.
But back in the day,
Anyways.
you had to play defense or you were making a team.
But baseball is kind of legit, actually. You could have a sport in baseball. You really don't come close to anyone. Like, the closest anyone is what? The batter to the catcher?
Well, in the dugout, right?
Yeah.
Where they're sitting in the dugout.
I guess. What do you think about the crowd noise, by the way? They're talking about implementing crowd noise in both NBA and the MLB.
Can't stand it. Terrible idea. First of all, I hate it that there's no crowd noise at all. But to implement a fake one, that bothers me even more. I mean, you ever watch TV shows and listen to canned laughter?
Yeah, like Friends.
It's obnoxious.
Even though they say it's not, because it was in front of a live audience.
It always is.
But let me say this. I kind of like having no music because have you been watching the MLS?
You almost made me choke. I'm American. Why would I watch soccer?
All right, but it's on ESPN right now. So literally, I never watch soccer. I never watch UFC, but I've been watching them because it's literally all that's on. So it was kind of cool having nobody in the crowd because you heard the players on the field. So you heard them cursing, and then you had the commentary like, "Oh, I'm very sorry for his vulgar language." You know, like they had to cover up for these guys F-bombing on the field.
You know what you just touched on, which I want to say? Check this out. We came up with an idea a long time ago. Me and my friend Lenny, we were laughing about this. You know how, for instance, every time there was like a football game or something, they're like, oh, Peyton Manning's mic'd up. And we're like, who cares? Mm-hmm. Every time they're mic'd up, you hear, good job, man. Oh, man, did you see that guy coming over the middle? Nothing you want to hear. You want to hear the trenches, guys talking smack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, how great would it be if there was like another NFL channel, like NFL 2, and all of the players were mic'd up, but it's unedited? You wouldn't pay to watch that instead of listening to, say, Dan Fouts giving play-by-play? I would listen to that all day, every day, because that's the exciting stuff. It
is exciting, but what I'm saying is in the MLS, you could hear that. So I tuned in, right? Literally when I turned the channel on, some guy was on his back. They had to bring an a stretcher out for him, right? And usually you hear the crowd noise and they're like shooting to fans, like being distraught, like, oh my God, I hope he's okay, you know? But this, they had nowhere to go except for right on the field, and they're panning down, and you hear the players like dropping bombs to the emergency personnel, like, come on, you're taking too long, let's go! Like literally screaming, and you hear it, you're like, wow, this is like reality TV now. And they had the players run out and bring the stretcher out for him because they were too slow. So, I mean, I think it was cool.
Curses?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
You did?
And the announcer, so one guy scored a goal actually after this and slid on his knees and cursed. He dropped the F-bomb hard, and the announcer really, in his little English accent, was like, I'm very sorry. We should not be hearing that type of graphic.
Why? That's my question. Why not?
Well, because it's
part of the game.
On TV.
Why not? That's what I'm saying. If you're going to actually put in canned laughter, then you need to leave it canned and let everything else happen at the same time. You can't pick and choose. I can't stand that.
No, I know.
And I can't stand. Listen, but it doesn't surprise me when it comes to sports, right? Because we're not. Listen, the show is not political. I'm not getting into anything. But all I'm saying is, have you ever read feeds on pages of anything? Anything. Whatever you follow on social media when people comment. There is nothing more combative and straight racist when it comes to comments on SportsCenter's app. Has anybody ever read?
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
goes at each other. It is
Oh, it's brutal.
Worst. It is the worst place to be if you want to have a clear head is when it comes to sports. Everybody just goes nasty at each other. And my point of saying that is any sports thing that's going to be on Sports Center is going to be totally edited. They're going to make you hear what they want you to hear. And to me, I don't want to listen to that.
I know.
I'm not going to be brainwashed into listening
As
to
a
that
Met
nonsense.
fan,
And
we
by the way,
definitely respect that.
no, seriously. And by the way, especially with soccer. Who the hell wants to watch it? They go up, they pass, they go up, they hell out of here with this. They fall down for no reason. It's ridiculous.
All right, here's what I really want to discuss, though, Lou. All right, this is real. So this is like the underdog, and I respect this. Moving on to the NFL, Mostart is requesting a trade from the Niners. I think he deserves that.
I know.
I think he deserves that, man.
Is he the fastest in the NFL?
Yo, he was beast mode, man. He came from nowhere. He was one of those guys that just earned it, right?
Yeah,
like he wasn't supposed to be anything, and come on.
Yeah.
Give my man a contract or let him go. Like,
Agreed.
I respect that. Also, check this out. I respect this as well. Sammy Watkins took a huge pay cut. Did you know that? So they can get Mahomes' contract. My man wants to win. My man wants to win.
I wonder what the pay cut was.
I don't have the specifics in front of me. However, it does say huge stick, so I hope it is. And also, Dak and the Cowboys have 5 days left to get a deal done.
Am I missing something with this guy? I mean, I don't understand it at this point.
Okay.
Why?
So check this out, all right? I was reading up on it actually earlier this morning.
Yeah.
So he's not sexy, right? When you think Dak Prescott, you're not like, oh, Patrick Mahomes, oh, Deshaun Watson, oh, Lamar Jackson. But do you know that since Amari Cooper came over in Week 13 of 2018 NFL, they have the highest ranked offense in the NFL?
Do they?
Yes.
They're not winning though. I mean, what's the best season they had? 8-8.
But what I'm saying is
Great offense.
they're high powered now. Between Zeke, Cooper, right? And Dak, all he's done since he came into the league is win. Right? He came in, took over for Romo. He wasn't supposed to be doing what he did. So he's so undervalued. Yes, I think he's 27 years old. So he's a little older than you'd like, to give him that. But come on, you got to pay the guy. The Dallas Cowboys are the most rich NFL franchise. You got the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, paying out potentially $503 million to Patrick Mahomes, and you can't pay Dak Prescott?
Because Dak Prescott is not the number one guy even on the offense. You got Zeke who does everything, and that offensive line is sick. Anybody could replace Dak in my mind. Nobody could replace Mahomes. That's the problem. That's the difference between the two.
But it doesn't matter.
Dak,
so much
Dak
has to
might
go
have good
right.
Stats. Dak might have good stats, but in all reality, he's on a decent team. He should have better stats. Imagine Mahomes on Dallas.
Doesn't matter. You could only win one NFL championship per year, and it doesn't matter how you win it, right? You got to win it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you blow everyone out. Doesn't matter if you just squeak by. Patriots were undefeated and they lost the Super Bowl, right? So it's just
To who?
to my Giants, baby. But here's the thing.
Oh, your Giants now?
I'm a Giants and Raven fan. It was a very tough 2000 Super Bowl. Anyways, I think that was 2000, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, when Kerry Collins couldn't even get it past midfield, I wanted to throw up.
31-7.
Oh. Anyways, my point being, you just got to win, right? So Jason Garrett, trash bag coach, garbage coach. The fact that he had that much leash, like, I don't even give my golden doodle that much leash. Like, they gave him so much leash, and he just kept crapping the bed. Of course, some things didn't go their way, like the Des Bryant play that should have been a catch. Remember? Like, that could have easily gone their way. Of course, the Tony Romo botched snap where he couldn't even hold a field extra point down. Like, a lot of things did go wrong for them. They're a little mush. But point being, I would give Dak the deal. You want to know why? Because if they don't, He's a free agent next year, and somebody will, because there's nobody else coming in free agent. Oh, yes, they will. Name another quarterback that's going to be a free agent next year that even is close to Dak Prescott.
That
No
wants
one.
that kind of money.
Doesn't matter. There's
Nobody's
no
paying that to
one.
him.
There's no one. He's going to have all the
Listen.
leverage.
Let's go to this real quick. Hold on, listen. Stick Smith says 4.75 million was trimmed from Sammy Watkins. So let's put this in perspective. He takes off a little under 5 mil, and the other guy's making half $1 billion. Yeah, real trooper, Mahomes is, by the way. Anyway, let's see. Duke Christie says Mostert signed a 3-year contract in 2019 when he was a nobody. When you mentioned the trade, this is where I stand with that. Like, this is my personal opinion. I don't really have anything to base it off of. But what I'm saying is, I don't mind when you break a contract early or ask for a trade early to go somewhere else because your value is completely different from what it was from when you signed, if that makes any sense. What bothers me is when you have a superstar making crazy money, whining and wanting trades. That drives me up the wall.
Look,
That drives me crazy.
Dak Prescott deserves a good deal. Period. Name other quarterbacks in the league that are better than Dak Prescott right now. You probably could do it on one hand.
I could do it. I could name 3 in the division. So what are you talking about?
Name better quarterbacks than Dak. All right, we got Mahomes, right?
Mahomes, way better. Brady,
Watson.
way better.
All right, Brady, no. Like right now, I think I'd rather have Dak than Brady moving forward. Like, come on, Brady. It's literally, we're talking about a matter of games potentially before Brady disintegrates. It comes out of nowhere. He's 42. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's just going to be like, and he's going to turn into Peyton Manning at the end.
All I'm saying is this. This is all I'm saying. I'm a huge Giants fan. Don't care about Brady. Don't care about Mahomes. Don't care about anybody but the Giants. But I will tell you this. I would love nothing more than for Tampa Bay to play the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl this year and Brady snap one off in Mahomes. That's what I would love to see. Just to show you, you know what? He's still the best. He's a quarterback that comes 150 every 150 years, if ever. Mahomes is awesome. Mahomes, I think, as crazy as this sounds, deserves his contract, but money does not equal greatness. And Mahomes is nowhere near Brady. Nowhere near Brady.
All right, I'm
I'm
sticking by my prediction right now, by the way.
That's like LeBron and MJ. LeBron, great, yes. Maybe number 2 of all time, yes. But he's no Jordan. Never will be. Jordan and Brady, done. GOATs of all time.
Okay.
That's it.
Brady is a GOAT. But,
Yes.
But if MJ came back and tried to ball right now, it would get ugly. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Brady is a GOAT, but your time's going to run out eventually. And it could be week 3. He could even get a hit week 1 and be done for the season. And then that's it.
But because he's so great, I actually am a believer now that he would not play and let his legacy be tarnished like this. Brady is going to Tampa Bay because he's ready to win, and it's going to happen. Watch.
All right,
I hate to
let me say
it.
this.
I don't want it to.
Okay, he may.
Yeah.
They had one of the best defenses in the NFL last year, the Patriots.
Wait, hell, are you cold? Because hell might be freezing over because Jim Galone finally said he agrees with me on something. So I don't know what's going on. Is the apocalypse happening out there somewhere?
Patriots couldn't win last year with one of the best defenses, and everyone knows a really good defense beats a very good offense every single time. Do you need proof? Look at the Seahawks versus the Broncos.
Wait, did you say a good defense beats a good offense?
Yes, the best defense in the league going up against the best offense in the league always comes out on top. It happens every time.
Okay. Dude, it just happened in the last game. The best defense almost ever, probably besides the Ravens, the year they beat the Giants, just lost.
But that's
in
a
the last 5 minutes.
special talent. And he just got $500 million. That's why he got paid. But the best defense always wins. And also, let's not forget.
They didn't.
All right, but they should have also. It was a choke job.
Big time choke.
Yeah, all right. But it's not because they were bad. They literally choked, and they literally made terrible decisions.
They like what I like to call getting Shanahan.
Yeah.
He did it to the Falcons, too.
Yep. 1,000%.
That one guy lost it for both teams. I'm telling you that now. But yes, I
Yeah.
agree there.
You know what I mean? Like, the team didn't lose it. Play calling lost it.
Big time.
Yeah. So it's not really their fault, so to say. I mean, because the best they should have won. They were winning up until the end. Like, there's no way.
Dude.
It's like it gave them the. But whatever. That's besides the point. My point being is, you think Brady's going to win with the defense in Tampa?
You know,
Oh!
that's the issue. But what I am saying is this: he has a mega offense now.
I mean, it's not mega. He couldn't even win when he had Randy Moss in his prime.
Well, that's because Eli is.
But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter how good your
Right.
offense is. He had Randy Moss. They were undefeated. Moss was catching dimes over everyone. It doesn't matter. If your defense is Tampa's defense, Marshall.
Where'd Moss go to yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Woo!
buddy.
Let's go, Herd. Yeah, that's it. For anybody that doesn't know, that's where I went, by the way. So I always throw Marshall up somehow, some way.
All right.
But yeah, whatever. I don't know. Hey, we're over 30 minutes.
All right,
just so you know.
let's go out with a bang.
All right.
Anybody have any questions or no?
We have tons, but I'll be honest with you. You got on my nerves, and I kept answering you, so I didn't read many. I usually do well with that, but you were getting me crazy. I got all amped up. You know, that's what happens. I was excited because I haven't seen you in like 10 days.
No, I know.
All right, let's see. Let me do comments. So let me just say what's up to people. I'm not going to go through the comments. We got Brad Beat in here, Andrew Koss, Jim already said, Richard Eisenhower. How you doing, Mr. President? We got Ryan Mapes. Yeah, a lot of people are in here. I messed up today, too. I didn't even do comments. I'm the worst. I'm straight up the worst.
Wait, time out, though. Let me say this. For anybody that thinks Tampa Bay is going to win the Super Bowl, I'm willing to put up anything against them. So whatever you want to do,
fair.
No, because people are saying Tampa's good, and they're going to win the Super Bowl. Now,
Yeah.
I'll go as far to say Tampa won't make the playoffs this year.
Playoffs?
They
No,
won't
they're
make
gonna
the playoffs.
Sure they will.
Watch.
That division
You're
stinks.
going to find this is going to be MJ in a Wizards uniform. This version of Brady you're going to see is going to be. Doesn't matter who your weapons are. If you're throwing Eli Manning ducks, doesn't matter. I'm going to predict right now. Cam Newton has a better year, and Jarrett Stidham would have had a better year if he was starting for the Patriots. Then Tom Brady will have on the Buccaneers.
I can't go with or against you. I honestly never seen Stidham play. I can't say anything about the guy. Do you
Me
know where he went to
neither.
college
But it's
by
just the
any chance?
Patriots. I trust the Patriots. I don't
Where
trust
did he-
Stidham.
I do too. I do too. I trust Belichick more than I trust anybody. But where did Stidham go to college? Anybody know? I'm curious. Maybe I did see him play and I just don't remember.
I don't know. I couldn't even say.
I couldn't either. That's what I'm saying. I don't know him. I don't know. Whatever. We got Ryan Mapes saying Tampa won't even win their division.
Yo, who's their backup quarterback, by the way, out of curiosity? Tampa Bay.
Who's? No idea. No idea. I know Leftwich from where?
Marshall.
Is the quarterback's coach, but I don't really know how much he's going to have to coach Brady.
Yeah, and if you're Brady, how do you even talk to Leftwich? Like, oh, thanks, coach. Like,
I don't know.
Like, bro,
What do you do?
Leftwich was trash bags.
When? As a player?
Yeah, as an NFL player, he's trash bags.
No, he was not.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
stop.
He was a good Jaguar, and he was a good backup.
He was
and actually
okay.
played a lot for the Steelers. No, he was good. Come on.
Bro, stop. Leftwich was good. Like,
No.
you want
No,
Leftwich?
serviceable.
Yeah, serviceable. You know who else was
I'll tell
serviceable?
you who was good. No, don't say it. He was good. Don't say it. Don't say Pennington. Pennington was good. Pennington was good. Don't get under my skin. Pennington was good. Everybody.
Oh, Blaine Gabbert is the backup. Let me find out if Brady goes down. Blaine Gabbert is the quarterback. You might as well. I don't. First off, how does Gabbert have a job still in the NFL? Before we go, how does he? He just keeps sticking around. Like, I don't. Who? How? Every time he gets a shot, he's trash.
I don't know.
You might as well
Some
just
guys
sign.
stick around.
Sign Osweiler while you're at it. Just let him sit on your bench.
Hey, it shows you do your job and keep your mouth shut. You stick around.
Ugh.
You do other things and try to get on the news and do other things, which we won't get into. You don't stick around. That's all I'm saying.
But he's back, baby. He's back.
Whatever. Anyway.
Where'd he sign? Out of curiosity.
Who?
Cap. Isn't Cap back?
He signed?
I heard. Isn't he on with the Jets?
No, that was a.
Get out of here.
Oh.
Are you crazy?
I don't
He's
know.
On with the Jets.
I just
You
like
live in
seeing.
New York.
I like seeing. Like, this will be based on a true story. Like, you could see a movie coming from this. If he gets a job and wins the Super Bowl, you can see a movie come from that. Oh, that's
Yeah,
all
I
I'm
can see it.
saying.
He has a movie. Didn't you ever see
No.
Men at Work when they take the trash out?
Oh,
That's
stop.
based on Kaepernick's
Stop.
life.
All I'll say is this. He has more Super Bowl appearances than who?
No.
Chad Pennington. Pennington's trash bags. And more Super Bowl appearances than who? Byron Leftwich. Trash bags.
Oh, wait. I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know about
What,
that,
as a
but he was
third
a
stringer?
No. You said made. It doesn't mean he was a star.
Oh, my. So my man was on the bench?
He was on. They were going to bench Big Ben? No.
No.
I mean, what do you want? What do you want from the guy?
All right. My point is, he still had a Super Bowl, and he had a great run. And whatever that streak was, he took Alex Smith and put him to the bench. Okay? So no matter what you think about the guy as a person, as a player, he did dominate for that season. And he did almost come back and win a Super Bowl when the lights went out.
Did. He almost.
So we can't forget that.
Yes, he did. He was a play away from winning. A play away from winning 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. So
Never, ever once did I ever or will ever bash his athletic ability.
So the point is, he deserves a job in the NFL. You take all this aside, he's better than all these dudes that are playing backup.
What he became was somebody like millions of people who are good enough to be in a professional sport, but just don't make it. That's where he is now. He's good enough, but his attitude and antics, nobody wants a piece of that, man. And he's not a good team. You don't want that around. You don't want that around your team. That's all I'm saying.
I will say this, though. Dan Rocco says gimmick quarterback. I will say Lamar Jackson is gimmicky as well. Lamar Jackson can't throw.
Who's gimmicky?
No, he can't.
He can't. You see that debacle in the pro, whatever that thing was for the Pro Bowl? He missed all his targets, and it wasn't close.
No, but he's just electric, though.
He is electric, but so was Cap.
So is Vic.
But Vic could throw. Let's not get it twisted.
What I'm saying is,
let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
Vic could
all right, you know
throw.
what? He could throw bullets, but
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God! Watching Vic throw, it was magical, wasn't it? He would just throw line drive BBs.
We were going on. See, we always get on tangents.
All right, we gotta go. Let's get out of here.
All right, can I just say my last statement?
Well, Leftwich is the best, and the Mets are going to win no championship. I get it.
I was watching. We had a debate with my friend the other night about like guys don't take in account their NFL career if they made it even, because some didn't. Right? Just go strictly on what they did in college. Tebow might be the best college player ever, and Vic is right up there.
I will say this. To this day, I'm still surprised why Tebow did not get a chance to stick around in the NFL. Like, teams disrespected Tebow. And he won. He beat the Steelers in the first round of the playoffs with a garbage Broncos team. Like, all right, there's certain things you can't explain in sports, right? Tebow's one of them. Like, he has God on his side. I'm convinced because he was able to do things, and his team he always somehow got it done without talent.
I'm guilty of this. I admit it. I didn't want to see Tebow around at the time either. I was sick and tired of him kneeling and bringing religion into it, and I was like, I don't want to see any of that. I just want to watch football.
But it's like
now
Tebow doesn't have a job, but Gabbert does.
Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it.
Ugh.
Now I'd give anything to see Tebow on the field doing what he does. I'll tell you that.
Gross.
Whatever.
But I think Tebow was like that throw he had to Demaryius Thomas, slant across the middle, boom, gone, game over. Like that was magical.
Richard Eisenhower, our president, says Tebow was trash. Now, granted, again, I just want to reiterate my statement. I'm not saying how these guys did in the NFL. I'm saying college career, Tebow might be the best that's ever played in college.
No, he was a winner, bro. Nasty.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
We got to get out of here, though. We have to get out
of here.
All right. We're going over. My sponsor's telling me we need to get out
All
of here.
right. We will be back starting Monday, every day at noon. Like a TV.
Which means we'll see you Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern.
No more of that. At noon. I'm serious. Whether we're good, bad, if it's just me, if it's just you, somebody will be live on the Filthbomb podcast every day at noon. Starting Monday. Boom. Done.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. As always, if you have any questions, hit up Lou Zolo for a cell phone number. And on that note, on behalf of myself, Stephen Michael, Louis Zolo, Filthbomb Breaks, and all other brands associated with the Filthbomb brand, we want to thank you for tuning in and listening to us live on the broadcast today. Until the next break, till the next Casebox Packer podcast, we are signing off saying, sayonara, bro, Tani's. Catch you on the flip side. Let's go. Bye. Byron Leftwich, baby.